So he's probably watching you right now.
He's actually watching me right now. And he's called Chairman.
They call him Chairman?
They call him Chairman. So I want to address Chairman right now because I know you're looking at me.
Yes.
I want to say to Chairman that what you're doing inside that house is very wrong. And sooner or later, the law is going to catch up with you. You have been abducting, you have been killing people, and young people at that. And this is a civilized society which we live in. We are lucky that we are alive to tell the story. But I know that justice is going to be served, and it will be served soon.
A very good afternoon and welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Awino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Let me start by saying this, that this video is going to be emotional because I'm going to talk about two things. And the most emotional part is going to be part 2. The first part is not emotional, it's all about the story of Oscar Sudi. Oscar Sudi trying to threaten people. You know, these guys have been talking about tribalism, that Rigathi Gachagua is tribalistic. Man, I don't know which kind of leaders are tribalistic. Every time they speak, they talk about tribal. But the most tribalistic person here right now is Oscar Sudi. I want you to listen to Oscar Sudi the way he's speaking. And Oscar Sudi is trying, I don't know whether the interpretations were right or they were wrong, but suppose they were right, then it is very wrong for a leader like Oscar Sudi to speak the way he was speaking or to say the things that he was saying. But if at all maybe they were right, then I think it's best now for Oscar Sudi to change his narrative or the way he's speaking. Oscar Sudi is saying that the Kalenjin should come together and join forces to support William Samoei Ruto because he's the only person. He is the only person who can fight both Kikuyus and Luos because they are stupid. And he's trying to say, I don't know, that's why I've told you that I don't know whether the interpretations were right, because even the statement themselves, it's like they're really hitting. Like if at all maybe Oscar Sudi was trying to say that Luos and Kikuyus are very stupid and they should not be allowed maybe to get into power once again because and if at all William Ruto gets into power, they will go for the Luos and Kikuyus. I don't know. I want you to listen to this.
Hata kama unadharau William Ruto na ni wadamu yenu wewe tarusi. Hii tumbo yako ni kidogo sana, tumbo ya watu ni mingi sana. Kuwa na heshima kidogo. Heshima kidogo. Pana ita watu muisi sijui nini. Wawe. Pana hiyo utakoma. Matinga kisas pororiet. Komesas kando iti taboriet. Arab Ruto na makapsa mo maja ina ngeteran ya mo. Arab Ruto ko kando iti taboriet korok asige bas ni bagenya. Ngalal ngalegu pia mua ngalega moe ungiu lakini metwara Ruto. Umetuaibisha sana. Kiki mole ya mozar. Kenuju. Yera ko ne tupchi nguna ngu di len kita nagara ni gera wo so picture ma u kolyon ngolo mami ngalaya ta. Kenuju. Amu picture mi mau ko picture ndo title. Ko jitani kipo woso ko majitani. Magiperper sisi hapana wajinga. Tunawaheshimu na mtuheshimu na kila mtu afanye kazi yake.
Now story number 2 is about the people that were abducted. The likes of Bob Njagi and people that maybe their children were abducted. But before I go far, I've been trying to talk to Bob Njagi. So probably next week I might host him. So at least he can also tell us his side of the story, being that he was one of the people that were abducted. At least I know that from there now we'll know the real story. There is one person that Bob Njagi keeps on mentioning, and it's not the first time that I'm hearing the word chairman. I don't know who this chairman is. I really don't understand who this chairman is, but maybe one time we'll come to know. Bob Njagi is saying that chairman, the things that you've been doing, the things that you've done, know that karma is just waiting at the door, and one time, your time will come. And also other people that were abducted, you know, their families, their children were abducted. Also this woman is also talking about something. He's trying to tell William Ruto that assuming that now you are a mother and your child have been, the way you are a parent and your child have been abducted, how would you feel?
Hivyo ili tuweze kupata haki. Watoto wetu mahali wameshikwa, mahali wamefungiwa waachiliwe. then tukaweze kusherekea na wao na tukaweze kufurahia tukiona watoto wetu wamerudi. Assume Mr. President ni mtoto wako ametekwa nyara. Sasa hii unatafuta mtoto wako, unaweza feel aje? Tuko na kilio kingi sana kama wazazi. Ile kitu tunataka tu watoto. Peana haki, amri yenye inaweza onyesha kwamba watu mali wako wasirudie hiyo kitu. Na wenye wanashika watu pia na waomba tu. Kweni na roho ya utu. Sisi ni binadamu. Tunaomba tu kama wako waachilieni tu. Na murudi tukue kama as a brother and sisters. Tujenge Kenya yetu na tuendelee mbele. Hivyo ndio mimi naweza sema. Kama wako walilizini tu wakuje. Sisi tuko ready kuwapokea. Na kama waliwakosea muwasamee tu na sisi tutawasamee. Juu Biblia inasema ya kwamba wasameeni kwa sababu hawajui Kenya wanafanya. Sisi tumewasamee. Na nyinyi pia mkuje tukue kitu kimoja na tujenge nchi yetu. Asanteni sana.
Tulipeleka kwa wapi mwishoni?
Sehemu tulifika, lile sehemu ni kama nyumba, ofisi ya serikali. Sababu chini imeundwa na hizi tiles za mbao. Na hizo tiles ni very expensive, mtu kawaida kwa afford. Na kwa zile chumba wametengeneza chuma mentals. So unafungwa pale pingu na inafungwa
kwa ukuta ama kwa floor?
Kwa floor. Na unaachwa uchi mnyama vile ulizaliwa. Kabisa. Uchi mnyama vile ulivyozaliwa toka kwa tumbo ya mama yako.
Na kuna baridi.
Pale ndani kuna baridi. Na siku ya kwanza mimi kufikishwa pale na ndugu yangu, baada dakika kama 2 kuna jamaa mmoja mzito alikuja. Amejifunga mask na akona fiber cable, hii inatumika kwa mitandao siku hizi kwa kutengeneza internet, na hii mental rod ya curtain. Kaanza kanipiga sana na kuniuliza, utatuambia nani anawapea pesa ya maandamano ama nani ndio boss wenyu anayefanya mwende protest?
Uko peke yako saa hiyo au uko na jamii?
Nilikuwa 2 days nilikuwa na ndugu yangu. After 2 days walikuja kurealize ndugu yangu anafanya na county na pia ni activist. So wakaona kuna vitu mingi akiona mbele yake maybe. So nikatolewa mimi nikapelekwa kwa chumba kingine. Hapo ndo niliweza kufanywa unyama zaidi.
Kivipi?
Mimi nilikuwa napigwa kwa hiyo 32 days, kila chumba kikifunguliwa. Bas Jeff Koinange, hapo nilikuwa roho yangu inashtuka sana, nikijua either nitatolewa roho au nitapigwa kwanza ndipo nipewe chakula na maji. Hata hii half liter jai. Ni maji kidogo sana. So hiyo maji utaosha naye mkono, kula, uoshe tena wakati umemaliza kula na uikunywe. So for 24 hours utasurvive na hiyo maji kidogo, na ile ugali na cabbage imekatwa tu bora imepata ile joto ya moto.
Leave you with these videos to at least watch them up to the end. Listen to the way Bob Njagi is trying to say this. You know, this thing is very painful. Like how is it like he just abduct people? Why is it that we are living in a country whereby the president is saying that the problem is not the citizen, is the politicians who keeps on campaigning, keeps on being in campaign mode every now and then? And I said this yesterday, that William Ruto should stop this narrative of blaming other people. He should start by himself. He should ask himself that, what am I really doing for this country, for these people that they don't want me? What is it that I'm supposed to do to change this narrative of the country? Are you seeing? Watch this video up to the end, and please don't forget to take a minute, click the subscribe button. You can also tell me what you think at the comment section. And until we meet again in the next video, if it's possible, I've been your host, Boniface Owino. Watch this.
I think I was informed that the Inspector General acting, Masengeli, had been found in contempt of court for not being able to produce the 3 of us when asked by the court. And on the day of our release was the same day that he appeared in court. You know, it was the last day when he was in contempt of a court order. So it was the pressure that came from these different organizations and Kenyans in general, especially on Twitter. that compelled those who had abducted us to release us. You know, it was in the middle of the night at about midnight, 1 a.m. I had two men opening the door. They cocked the pistol, you know, and they opened the door and got inside the room. It's very unusual because normally they don't open the door. Once they close the door at midday, until the following day, they don't open the door. So at this time, I was wondering, why are they opening the door? Probably they're coming now to finish me. And when the men opened the door, they threw my shoes and my trousers on the floor and my jacket.
You were still naked at this time?
Yes, half naked. I had a boxer short. So they asked me to put them on. And I asked them, where are you taking me? And they would not answer and they would not talk. So they asked me to comply, which I did. I put on my shoes, my trousers, and my jacket. But before we left the room, they removed the handcuffs, which were on me. I had the handcuffs for 32 days, day and night. So they removed the handcuffs and replaced them with plastic tie knots. Okay?
Yeah.
And I was led outside the room, downstairs, into a waiting vehicle. The engine was running. So I was put inside the back seat again, but this time there's only one man to my left. And I know he's watching this show because they used to watch Citizen. Every day I could hear the Citizen TV sound.
When you were in the room?
When we were in.
Yeah.
So they used to follow everything that is happening outside. Because I think at that time there was a lot of publicity on media, and we must say thank you to all the media stations, especially Citizen TV, for showcasing the plight of the abducted persons.
So he's probably watching you right now?
He's actually watching me right now, and he's called Chairman.
They call him Chairman?
They call him Chairman. So I want to address Chairman right now, because I know you're looking at me.
Yes.
I want to say to Chairman that what you're doing inside that house is very wrong. And sooner or later, the law is going to catch up with you. You have been abducting, you have been killing people, and young people at that. And this is a civilized society which we live in. We are lucky that we are alive to tell the story. But I know that justice is going to be served, and it will be served soon. Because they are actually following what is happening right now, including everybody who abducted us, their bosses.
Absolutely.
What I want to tell Kenyans is that the struggle and the fight that we have been pushing in this protest has been about good governance and accountability. We are yet to see the benefits, or rather the realization of what took us to the streets. Corruption is still on high gear. Abductions are still taking place. All right? So what we are saying, Jeff, is that yes, we have been through an abduction, but we are not relenting in our struggle and our push for good governance. If anything, this is something that has even given us a reason to be more bold at what we are doing. Absolutely. I want to say it here on JKA Live that as a Free Kenya movement, we are organizing as an alternative leadership to take over this country after we send this government home in the near future or in 2027. Yes.
Bob, do you know where they finally took you to? Do you know where you ended up? Was it, Limuru? Was it the Thika Road? Was it Githurai? Do you know where you ended up? Do you have any idea?
I have an idea, but I don't know where it is. But it is somewhere within Kiambu County. Yeah, because the distance which we traveled, I could also hear the noises from where we were being held. There were crusades that were being happening around, and I could hear what the crusaders were saying, So it's just around here in Kiambu County. Yeah.
Duncan,